Co-streams are confirmed for Worlds. Can you link? Co-streaming is announced. Oh shit. Bro, no one has talked to me yet. Am I gonna get griefed, guys? Additionally, all teams that have qualified for the World Cup are invited to use their own content creators to broadcast virtual co-streams throughout the tournament. Oh, please. Please. Alright, I need to shoot a message, guys. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I will be a part of the 50, guys. I don't think that I'm a part here. I don't think I'm a part of this crew. I'm just gonna be upfront with you guys. I don't think I'm a part of this crew. I think for sure, if Dom doesn't get in, by the way, if Dom doesn't get in, I will fucking tear down the world, by the way. If Dom doesn't get in, that's fucked. Me not getting in, I think it's reasonable, you know? Dom better get in. If Dom doesn't get in, by the way, that's mental. They will probably, I think their priority will be like endemic sponsor, like endemic homies, you know, like the people that have a viewer base that comes outside of. I think they'll prioritize streamers that don't stream League and international streamers. So I would imagine Kamito gets it. I would imagine what's his name. I imagine Ibai gets it, you know? And then probably they just want to reach new audiences in English. So I am outside of that box, you know? It's like everyone that is in my chat is gonna watch Worlds with or without me, you know? Like everyone in my chat is gonna watch Worlds with or without me. I'm just being honest, you know. I'm not gonna be unreasonable about this. I would love to do it. They refused MSI for Kamito. That's very strange. Because I'm gonna be honest, if I don't get co-streaming, the way I'm going to digest worlds and do content around worlds, it will be reviews after the fact. Because it won't make sense for me to live view worlds when there are co-streamers that you guys can look at. You know? If there are co-streams and I'm streaming a live view with a fucking timer, then do you think Cairo is going to cast a co-stream? Cairo better get it. If Cairo and I Will Dominate don't get co-streaming rights, I think it's completely mental. It's like the two English streamers that should get it, no matter what, in my mind, is Cairo and I Will Dominate. And I think if these two don't get it, I think that they will shoot themselves in the foot. I wouldn't put LS on the same level as Dom and Cairo. I'm not gonna lie. But LS is next in line, for sure. But I wouldn't put LS on the same level as the other two. Did you meet Kamito in EU Master Finals? Yeah, I did, yeah. Would you watch without Dominate even if you're not streaming Worlds? I don't think that would be a good use of my time, sadly. It's like, if I don't get co-streaming rights, I will do my absolute, like, I need to capitalize on whatever's left, you know? It's like, I need to fucking eat the meat off of the bones. And I would then have to do reviews. I would target that market, you know? I would do reviews after the fact, and like if I watch it live and then review every single game after the fact, I think that it would be an absolute mess. But okay, let's just read this entire post, okay? Let's find it in English. All right. Thank you. We're cooking a bullet, yeah? Let's cook this up, yeah? All right, Worlds 2023 Primer. All right, learn more about the 2023 League of Legends World Championship in South Korea. The 2023 League of Legends World Championship is just around the corner. Learn more about the competition, how to purchase Worlds 2023 merch. That's what we are here to learn. Yes. What is the World Championship? The League of Legends World Championship, also known as Worlds, is the pinnacle of LoL esports competition. Blah, blah, blah. We already know what Worlds is. The Worlds qualifying series will be a best-of-5 match between Team BDS and Golden Guardians on October 9th in LoL Park in Seoul. The World qualifying series winner, along with 21 other teams, 21, will compete at Worlds, with 8 of these teams beginning at the play-in stage. So basically, this will be one day before. So basically, the play-in stage starts the 10th of October. So they're going to play one day before. These seed allocations were determined by each region's previous international performance. It would be fucking hilarious. Whichever team loses this best of 5, it will be so fucking funny. Because both of these teams will carry a massive investment into the bootcamp, and then they will lose on the spot. And additionally, you know, the continuation is that these teams are not staying together. They're not staying together coming next year. The odds of that happening is extremely slim. So let's be honest. The Grind, the Glory. This year's World's theme is the Grind, the Glory. When the confetti falls and the trophy rises, we're only witnessing the glory. But in reality, there's no glory without the grind. Behind every World Championship title is the relentless dedication to the craft, the endless hard work, and the long, arduous journey that got them there. This theme represents the bold dichotomy where we embrace the duality of the journey of the pros and revel in both as part of the pursuit, the dark continuous grind, and the beacon of hope and glory that awaits at the World Final. Alright? Okay. When is Worlds happening? Worlds begins with the playing stage on October 10th, as mentioned before, and will conclude with the finals on November 19th. Playing stage, all matches begin 9 a.m. Central European Time summer. 9 a.m., that's a pretty good fucking time. That is a pretty decent time, let's be honest. 9 a.m. starts. That's okay. That's okay. It gets worse though. We have a 5 a.m. So basically the playing format is, in terms of time frame, is very, very similar. It's very similar to what it was last year's. Very similar to what it was last year. We have to say though, America is getting kind of screwed here on the time, but let's be honest, America is definitely the smallest market for League of Legends. So in terms of how time zone works, who cares? Who cares about NA? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I care about you. I care about you. But the league doesn't. All right, Swiss stage. So basically we have 4 days Swiss stage. I think travel in Korea is not going to be as rough for teams. For us, it's like we had to fly from Mexico and then we had to fly to New York, and that was a solid flight, so it sunk in the day. We didn't have time to scrim between these days, honestly. We didn't have time. We took 1 day off and we went to visit the pyramids in Mexico, which was kind of cool. I love that. He has a 5 a.m. Day, boom, 12 p.m. start, because of course on Sunday they need to account for... Wait, they don't need to account for tiebreakers. There's no tiebreakers. This is the best of 3 all the way, so there's no tiebreakers. Okay. We carry on. All matches begin at 19 a.m. 19 a.m. What does that mean? $7 a.m. All right, 7 a.m. Unless the otherwise is noted. Okay, no, this is 9 a.m. This is 9 a.m. because it's 4 p.m. KST, so it's 9 a.m. It's 9 a.m. Thursday, October 19th, not 7 a.m. 7 a.m. in the morning, she's calling, I'm yawning. All right? No days off, no days off. It's rock and roll all the way through, which is interesting. Keep in mind, for those who don't know, the format is that any match that either eliminates you or qualifies you to the main event, meaning not the main event, sorry, but the BO5s, is going to be a best of 3. So you can't be eliminated out of the tournament. We got 6 a.m. and these days here are starting at 9 a.m. So this is exciting. This is very exciting. Only 4 days off in between. Boom. This our Dominate's routine is gonna be completely like, it's gonna be completely fucked up. Shout out to Dom. Shout out to Dom. Knockout stage, all matches begin at 10 a.m. All right, that's better, but worse for Dom. Thursday. Ooh, wait, why is there such a long break to the finals? There's a 7-day slammeroo. 7-day break. Okay, 7-day break. Yo, the opening ceremony better bang hard then, yeah? It's always the same, yeah. It's always the same. And I didn't see this appropriately. Yes, 25, 25th. It's the same as always. It's the same as always. 19th November. You guys expect that it's gonna be sunny as fuck 19th November. I'm so surprised we're in September and I'm sweating bullets too. What's the format? What's new format with you to 22 teams? The playing stage will be October. We talked about this in LOL Park, and then KBS Arena, and knockouts consist Sajik Indoor Gymnasium in Busan. Busan is such a beautiful city, man. I love Busan. And back to Seoul. Okay. The largest indoor venue in the country and the home of Seoul-based baseball team Kiwon Heroes. If you're joining us in person during the Swiss stage, please check out the event policies here. Please use deodorant. Please use deodorant. Yes. Deodorant. Which teams are competing? All right, cool logos, cool logos. Cool logos. Loud first, of course. Shout out to Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. All right. Okay. Wait, Warcraft? World of Warcraft is competing. Or is this Team Wales? This is Team Wales, right? I think this is Team Wales. All right. All right, we know all of the teams. We know all the teams. Everyone who watches my videos and my content know we watch every single series already. We know everything. World's format explainer.
Oh my God! They just obliterate them.
It's time to return to Korea
All
for
right,
Worlds.
come on, Atlas.
And this year, there's a brand new format. Here's everything you need to know.
Everything.
They wiped them off the map.
Worlds 2023 will include 22 teams from around the globe facing off in 3 stages: play-ins, Swiss, and knockouts. All culminating.
Look at the design, bro.
stages.
Let's stop there for a moment. Bro, that goes hard in the paint, by the way.
Swiss.
That goes hard in the paint, bro. Bro, they are cooking. We already know they are cooking, by the way. We already know they are cooking.
And knockouts.
Look at Ari, bro. She is looking hot and spicy. Like a knick-knack paddywhack.
All culminating at the grand finals to determine the winner of the pinnacle of esports competition.
Boom.
Damn your church! He is here to win.
Wait, damn your church, he's here to win. Chovy. It's the Church of Chovy.
Play-ins will kick off the tournament with the first and
But wait, damn your church. I was like, bless up.
second seeds
Chovy
from
was
BCS
celebrating.
and PCS, the first seed from LLA, CBLOL, and LJL, and the winner of the World's qualifying series between the LCS and LEC 4th seeds. These 8 teams will be drawn into 2 best-of-3 double elimination brackets.
Kind of hard. So basically, it's pretty straightforward. You play best of 3s. I think when you've won 2 best of 3s, you qualify. If you lose 2, you are out. So it's basically the same shit as in Europe. It's the LEC format.
The top place drawn into 2 best-of-3 double elimination brackets.
What do you guys mean in the chat? Don't hear this team has won 2 BO3s, they qualify. Is my understanding. 2 BO3s won. Boom.
The top placing team from each bracket will face off against the second place team from the other bracket in a final set of best-of-5 matches. The winners of each of these matches will take their place in the Swiss stage.
Yeah. That's what's up. Holy, look at the visuals. Yeah, you qualified to the BO5. Sorry, I was not clear. But then you
Those
win.
2 teams.
It's like you're out if you lose 2 BO3s, and then you qualify to the BO5 if you win 2 BO3s. That's what's up. All right.
Will join the top 3 seeded teams from LEC and LCS, as well as the top 4 seeded teams from the LCK and LPL. These 16 teams will be joined teams from the LCK and LPL. These 16 teams will be drawn into an initial set K, LEC and LCS, as well as the top 4 seeded teams from the LCK and LPL. These 16 teams will be drawn into an initial set of 8 best-of-1 matches
rules
based on their seeding. Following the first round of play, there will be another draw for the second round to pair teams with the same record against one another. The tournament will repeat this process for 3 more rounds of play, pitting teams with even records against each other until they reach 3 wins to advance or 3 losses to be eliminated from competition. While the initial rounds are best of 1, all advancement and elimination matches will be best of 3.
So basically, guys, you play against teams that have the same scoreline as you. It's basically, you play a team that has the same scoreline as you. That's the Swiss stage, okay? And basically, each elimination match is a best of 3. Each qualification match is also a best of 3. If you win 3 matches, right? 3 matches, which could be BO3 sets. If you win 3 matches, if you beat 3 teams, you qualify. If you lose the BO1s, the amount of best of 3s you need to win, it becomes a lot more extreme. I think this is really good. Because BO1s, I think BO1s are garbage. I think this is a cool combination of both. I think the region that is the happiest with this change is the LPO. The fact that a elimination match happens and it's a best of 3 no matter what, that is a big, big bonus for the LPO. Many years you have fucking LPL teams bomb out in groups, when I think with a little bit of time, they can really, really fly Phoenix fly, you know?
In total, 8 teams will move on to knockouts.
So once again, to explain, right? It's like everyone starts at 0-0. We will take a look. We will take a look at the seeding rules right after this. But it's basically everyone is at even score. You play against each other. Winners play winners. Losers play losers. Losers play losers. And then it's 1-1, right? Where the losers from here join here and everything gets seeded. We have 2-0 teams and 0-2 teams and 1-1 teams. And then it continues like that. The 2-0 teams, both that win, play a best of 3 to then advance. There's only going to be 2 teams that have a perfect scoreline, right? And those advance. So basically, when you've won 3 matches, this is already best of 3. So basically, it's like when you are playing a qualifying game or an elimination game, you play best of 3. That's it. Here, 2 teams have 2 wins, so they're playing their 3rd match. It means that it's a qualifying match because it can be their 3rd win. If a match can be your 3rd loss or your 3rd win, it's a best of 3. And I have to add, for Europe and North America, this is terrible. Because Europe and North America comes in as massive underdog. When you're an underdog, you need outlier cases for you to happen. The higher the games in a set, the lower the upset potential. All right. The 2 qualified playing stage teams will join the top 3 seeded teams from LEC and LCS, as well as top 4 seeded teams from LCK and LPL. These 16 teams will be split into 4 draw pools. 1 seeds, 2 seeds, 3 seeds, and 4 seeds plus play-in qualifiers. They'll be drawn into an initial set of 8 best of 1 matches based on their seeding. Pool 1 teams will play Pool 4, Pool 2 will play Pool 3. Alright, that's already good. Additionally, no team will play a team from their own region in the first round. Alright, so there's not going to be a massacre in the first round. But there's definitely draws that can be better and there's draws that can be worse, you know? Definitely. It's like, in a perfect world, right? For Europe and NA to succeed, the best possible plotline is that Europe and NA face each other. And then in the next round, they face each other again. That would be like the dream scenario, right? It's like, imagine this. Imagine this scenario, okay? So to simplify, okay? Let's say you have the second seed C9 versus, let's say, Mad Lions. And then you have Fnatic, the second seed, versus, is it TL? Was it TL or Golden Guardians? No, it's TL. Yeah, TL. So ideally what happens is, it's like one team wins and then they face each other. So it's like, this is the second seed, right? This is second seed versus third seed. This is something that can happen. And then ideally, Energy 1, guys, Energy 1. And then they face each other. So let's say you have Fnatic winning out versus TL, and then you have C9 beating Mad. And then they face off each other, and then one team here is already 2-0. And then they begin to play best of threes. This is like a dream situation. You shouldn't meet team from the same region. After the first round, it no longer matters. After the first round, it doesn't matter anymore. That won't happen. I don't think EU will lose to NA and BO3. We're probably not going to face each other in best of threes. Not going to lie. So it's like, there are some dream draw scenarios for sure, right? But also, I think for G2, it's like G2 versus Weibo Gaming, or Damon, or Golden Guardians, if that's the case, right? Or whichever team qualifies, right? That's pretty decent. Funny thing is, for G2, it's probably better if BDS don't make it. Isn't that kind of funny? If BDS don't make it, they have higher chances of getting a shit opponent. Because if BDS make it, it gives higher chances of getting Damon and Weibo in the first one. But GG is better than G2. Alright, you like... Haha. You're very funny, mate. We continue. Following the first round of play, there will be another draw for the second round to pair teams with the same record against another. This time with no further draw restrictions. Important, right? Here you can actually face up against the same region, right? And now seeding doesn't matter anymore. And this is where things can get wild. Because the only thing that matters here is the fact that you are 1-0 and then everything else is random. And that's the Swiss format. Seeding only impacts the first draw. And then after that, you're all equals. All equals. But it's gonna be, bro, the fucking whichever company makes these fucking silly balls with the team names in them, stonks are gonna go up, man. We're gonna have draws after fucking everything. The tournament will repeat this process for 3 more rounds of play, pitting teams with even records against each other until they reach 3 wins to advance or 3 losses to be eliminated from competition. So I repeat, you need to lose or win a best of 3 to qualify. If you are at a 2-0 scoreline, whether 2 losses or 2 wins, best of 3s commence. So if you're 0-2 down, you have to, I believe, win 3 best of 3s in a row to qualify. So this is gonna get fucking exciting, by the way. Really exciting. So it's like already the group stage, bro. The fireworks that we'll be seeing in these rounds, by the way, here, holy fuck, it's gonna be hype. This right here, man, is gonna be crazy, by the way. These matches here, boom, best of 3s. Whoever loses is out. And then here, best of 3s. Whoever loses is out. Here, best of 3. Teams that have won 2 best of 3s to get to this point either fight for their tournament life or they're out. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, it's gonna be fucking fantastic. At 0-0, it's best of 1. So basically, I repeat. When someone has 2 wins or 2 losses, best of 3 start. That's the easy way to view it. That's the easy way to view it. And then the rest of the tournament is the same. I can tell you guys already, there's gonna be bullshit draws here. Especially here. The odds of a bullshit draw not happening, it's like we're gonna... To be fair, a bullshit draw happening here is completely fine, because it's a BO1, you know? It's a BO1, who cares? Here, we might have JDG versus Genji already, boom. JDG versus Genji, and then let's say G2 versus T1, and then, like, it's gonna be a massacre already, you know? I think ideally here for G2, like if we want to paint the best run that G2 can have, right? To actually qualify with poise, right? They need to eliminate opponents in BO1s. So let's say G2, seed 1 Europe, let's say they draw Weibo, right? And then G2 they win. Let's say G2 beats Weibo. Which is not super easy to say. Weibo is a strong team, okay? But let's say they beat Weibo, okay? And then they are in the 1-0 pool. We have to imagine what other teams are going to be in the 1-0 pool. It's going to be JDG. It's going to be Genji, right? It's like here, this is where the LPL teams and the Korean teams can cannibalize each other. But we can safely assume that JDG, Genji are going to get through, in my mind. Like, these two, just because they have seed 1 and face a seed 4th, it's very likely. The seed 2-3s fighting against each other, this can get nasty. So, for example, like Bilibili versus T1. Bilibili is a... Actually, Bilibili is seed 2. Never mind, Bilibili is seed 2. So they play against Katie. Bilibili is C2 because of points. So we could have LNG versus T1 in the first round. A fucking BO1. Scout versus Faker. Oh. I forgot that, like, Bilibili lost against LNG in my mind, but they qualified through points. And LNG is C3. Nevertheless, this round, the 1-0 round, no meme. I think G2 is better off fighting against their hardest opponents here, in my mind. Because BO1s they can steal, you know? Like, BO1s is the only thing you can steal. You don't steal a best of 3, by the way. You don't steal a best of 3. Especially against regions that all they do is play best of 3s. And then, at least G2, they can, like, basically, the best chances a European team has to qualify to this tournament is to win 2 BO1s. Because then you get 3 qualifying best of 3s. It's the best chance. If G2 don't 2-0 in the BO1s, the odds of them qualifying plummets. It's like getting to this point, 2-0 is massive. It's massive, by the way. It's really big. Because the difference is, right? Let's say you win 1, right? You go 1-1. If you go 2-1, that's still fine, right? Because it's still a BO1, right? On the 1-1 scoreline. That's still fine. But here already, you only have 2 qualifying BO3s. If you're 0-2, bro, you need to win 3 back-to-back BO3s. And that makes it a lot more difficult, right? A lot more difficult. A lot more difficult. Worlds 2023 co-streaming. We're excited to expand virtual co-streaming for Worlds 2023. Over the course of the tournament, we expect more than 50 co-streamers to participate, representing the regions and languages of our community around the globe. Oof. Oof. Yes, baby. The World's Co-Streaming program will be an invite-only program, and the pre-approved streamers and content creators will give fans the chance to follow Worlds with their favorite streamers right alongside the main broadcast. Approved co-streamers will be on rotation throughout the event. On rotation? On rotation? What the fuck does on rotation mean? Approved co-streamers will be on rotation. No. 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 Does this mean what I think it means? No. I have to assume that the GOAT, okay? The GOAT, I will dominate, gets all of the games. Because otherwise, you know, this seems to be like a way of keeping you on the leash. You get me? This is like a way of keeping you on the leash. This is how they maintain power. I see. Okay. Throughout the event, and with the selection process being driven by Riot's local teams, regions will announce the selected co-streamers via official LoL esports channels. In addition, all professional teams that have qualified for Worlds are also invited to leverage their existing content creators to co-stream virtually throughout the entire tournament. Please. 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 For all other content creators, the standard content creator guidelines remain in effect. Guys, plain and simple, let me tell you this, okay? Let me tell you this. The odds of me getting this is very low. Like, me being invited without joining a team is close to impossible, because the priority here will be for Riot is different language streamers, French, Spanish, Portuguese, all that jazz. This will be the priority. And then the second priority will be streamers that bring viewership from other places, that are very little League of Legends adjacent, but enough for them to have interest. Those are going to be the priorities. But let me tell you this. If for some godforsaken reason, like 2 people that need to be in, if I'm not in, I think that's acceptable. You know? I've been co-streaming for 1 full year and I'm ready to grind 5 more years. Right? But if K-Droll and I'll dominate don't get in, I think that would be insanity. Insanity, man. Because how would that reflect on Dom and K-Droll? Maybe Dom and K-Droll should just play completely different games for the whole year so they can co-stream Worlds. What about LS? The reason I don't mention LS is because I don't think, no disrespect to LS at all. LS has a way bigger stream than I do, right? LS should be prioritized over me, for sure. But I don't think LS is on the same level as Dom and Keru in terms of consistency and also the numbers they bring and the uniqueness, you know, overall, you know? Given that it's in Korea, I don't think that matters at all. I don't think that matters at all. Why would that matter? All right. How do I watch? So I add to this, guys. If I can't find a way to co-stream, I will review the games. it doesn't make sense for me to have like a live viewing stream and try to compete with the other streamers. It's like in my mind, what I would do is that I would review every single game and then I would watch every single solo queue game. Like I would track the pros. What about the SEC? But the thing is, guys, from a financial point of view and for my own well-being, like if I'm gonna watch all of the games live and then review all the games live and then do content around the games and then also the solo queue, it doesn't make sense. I'm just being upfront with you guys. If I don't get co-streaming, which I hope I do, I'm gonna reach out to the teams that I know and I hope that I get co-streaming. This would be the biggest dream. This would be the biggest dream for me ever. But if it doesn't work out that way, then I need to find a way to make do, right? And the way we would do it is that I would do reviews. I would do reviews and we would gonna do tracking the pros. Because tracking the pros, I'm doing 100%. I'm going to be sniping every goddamn solo queue game. We're gonna watch Chovy. We're gonna watch all of the homies. Every tracking the pros, Korean solo queue. We're gonna be watching every single damn game non-stop. Non-stop, man. This stream will be on perma. That's gonna happen with co-streaming or without co-streaming. 100%. But that's what's up. I just wanted to be upfront. But if Kato Dom don't get in, I think that's mental. What if you could have a link? Yeah, I have the live view link, right? Elliptical malcontent. You know, like I have the live view thing. But if other streamers just have the stream on, why would anyone watch me? You know? It's like I'm throwing rocks at tanks. Which kind of makes sense because I'm Palestinian, you get me? But, you know, in the grand scheme of things, all right. Yo, the visuals look crazy. The visuals look kind of fucking hard. Really, really hard. Really, really good. The grind, the glory. All right, let's check out the merch. I'm gonna do the weird thing and check out the merch. I'm gonna check out servers return an invalid response. Okay. All right. I wanted to see the merch. But there's no merch for me. Anyhow, I will reach out to the teams where I know people. I don't know how happy Fnatic is with me after I brought up the hilly thing. But maybe I don't know how. We will have to see.